another awesome RC release because Trevor's still locked in the closet. Oh yeah, we've locked him in the closet today and we're stealing everything. We're stealing the show. We're stealing the unboxing, the review, all of it, brother. Ooh yeah. Anyways, so stoked to get this Utron. Finally with the IFS2. He's just, it's so cool to finally get something updated that we all know and love, which is, IFS. And, well, yeah, it's all the updatedness and all the cool stuff. And, we'll get to see, how it looks, how it performs. We'll talk to you about it and all that good stuff. And, just gonna have to try and figure out how to open up this box, me being a toy macho man. Really, how's it going, buddy? Oh, looks like he was scared, dude. He didn't know I was hiding here. Yeah, did you, buddy, huh? I was hiding over here, huh? Yeah, he didn't know that I got out. What's up now, dude? Anyways, what's up, everyone? T-Dog here, Trevor, with Silver State RC Adventures. Here to do another unboxing with a great new truck for you guys to enjoy on the channel and enjoy reviewing over to see the details about it, how I go over it, and all that other cool stuff, to see if you'd like to buy one yourself or if you're just going to pass on and all that other fun stuff. But hey, welcome to the channel, Silver State RC Adventures, where we do toy reviews, toy runs, and all that other good stuff on here for everyone out there to enjoy. Today we got the Element RC Enduro Utron Trail Truck in the Sport Edition with the IFS2 now. Super stoked to get my hands on this. Check it out, go over it, all that other fun things to see all the cool updates that they did to it, how it's going to react, and how it drives and all that other fun stuff. So, thank you guys for making my dreams come true on the IFS2 Element. I've been bugging you every year at By the Fire about something like this, and you snuck it out on me. Great job, dudes. I appreciate it. And it was even hiding right in front of my face at By the Fire, which was kind of a dang, man. Didn't even notice. Well, let's not waste any time here. Let's start cutting into this box here. Let's unbox it, check it out, all that other good fun stuff, because it's my favorite day of the week. New RC Truck Day, new RC Truck Day, new RC Truck Day. Cut this tape right here, cut it. It's gonna be an awkward one to cut because it's got that tab right there. There we go. We'll do it like that. Blam, blam. Alright. Will that be the only one right there? Yes, it will be. Alright. Move on to this side here. Oh yeah. We'll get that one there. We'll pop that little tab out. See it? Yep. Alright. We're all good there, folks. We got both sides open, and let's go ahead and open up this side since the flap opens that way. We'll go ahead and seal this side off here for you, so that way you can't look inside yet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's on its side. I forgot. That's right. I just wanted to get the appearance going of the front of that box, but the truck will be standing upright this way. Dun, 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 dun. Move those two things out the way with real quickly, actually. And we'll take a look inside here very shortly because it's got an awesome garage in there, / maybe a bedroom. Either way, still radical. Oh, is there something else that I forgot there? Oh yeah, that's the remote box. Yep. Alright. Will look ridiculous. Let's pop it out that way. It'll be easier. Pretty sure you're already watching the video like, Joe, why is it popping out that way, dude? Alright, we'll set the box right there for now. This will be your remote. It's going to come in here, which I believe it's like some type of a Fly Sky remote, I believe it was, or something. We'll look at it. I'll open up tab. We'll keep the truck hidden here, build the suspense a little bit. We'll check out your stock transmitter. That'll be coming with it. And is that everything? Yep, that's everything in that box. Yep, Fly Sky 2.4 gigahertz 2-way BS remote. You'll have settings and all that good stuff in there. Power on and off, steering, throttle, all that good stuff, you know, things like that. Then it's going to have a third channel switch right here, so you can hook up like a servo winch or something. Whatever you want to do right there. If you want to hook up lights on a switch to do something, whatever. However you want to hook up that third channel for whatever use you want to do. But that is your Fly Sky remote that will come for the Utron. And of course, what we're really here to see now, the bag of goodies. You thought I was going to launch that truck yet? You're not ready to look at that truck yet. You're ready to look at this bag of fun stuff. It's going to have some stickers, your manual, extra parts goodie, all that other good stuff that's going to come in the spare parts bag. So let's go ahead and cut into that. Yes, I'm using a knife for this because that's just how you do it. I don't know. Why use scissors when you got a knife, right? Let's go ahead and get to that right here. So this will be your sticker sheet. And a sticker sheet there. Bunch of cool stickers to put on your element rigs. Don't necessarily have to go on this body. You can use it on any other bodies or get creative, you know, however you'd like to. But it looks like there's going to be some really good stickers on there to use. Nice Corona Del Mar, California stickers for all the Toyota Festa that they do over there. You know, for all the Toyota rigs, go out there and go do some off-roading. Yep, definitely a good RS Fest there. And yeah, there's a bunch of other cool stickers on here to deck it out how I see fit. You know how we do zits over here. You will have your parts manual up next here. Good looking parts manuals as always, very detailed. It's got everything, all the information you're ever going to need there. So always keep that on hand there if you ever need to order parts or anything else, stuff like that. Let's see here, I got the red directive, I don't know what that is, Declaration of Conformity, Certificate of Conformity from Shenzhen Alpha Product Testing Company. Good job, they did great, hopefully you built my truck good. Thank you. And nice little parts catalog here. Let's see, I have just different models of and parts of stuff, you know, all under the Team Associated umbrella brand there. This is going to be a little manual for your SC480X ESC, which I do have the program card for this, so I can make some adjustments to make it drive a little bit better. Extra parts bag here. We'll have the longer battery tray for longer batteries. A taller shock tower here if you change the body up. It's going to have some spring collars here, so if you decide to go to the different spring style where it's going to be the whole spring over the shock, more like a coilover setup, I'll show you what the suspensions look like. Setup looks like on there. What's going to make it different. It's going to have just different like spring collars and rod ends and spacers and stuff like that on there, because when you change that up, you're going to want to probably have things and stuff like that for bump stops or whatever and stuff. So extra parts bag, and then it's going to be another little kind of like extra couple baggies. Looks like this will provide you with a couple of Allen wrenches to get yourself going, and this will be for your Fly Sky radio here, info, stuff like that for you. So, good things there. a lot of good stuff there for you to look into. Get all that prepared. Yada yada yada. Put that stuff in there for now. Get it all back in there. Leave the stickers out because I'm definitely going to put some stickers on after this video. Because I want it to look good for tonight when I hit the trails. Bought a light bar for it to put a light bar on it already so I can take it night running. Bushido's got lights now, so the Bushido can do night runs now. And I guess I have nothing else to distract you guys with, but hurry up and get on with the good part, right? I know, how depressing. Hey. Oh. Some simple tape right there. Let's go ahead and take care of some tape there. Yeah. Like I said, you thought it was going to be that easy, right? Wrong again. I knew that tape was there. I was testing you guys to see if you were ready. Are you ready? Let's get ready. There you go, folks. Utron in the house. Utron in the house. That's right. Element RC. Utron Sport Edition. IFS2. Live in front of your face and in charge, and boy does this body look even more spectacular than it does in the pictures. I was kind of not sure on how it looked in the pictures, on how I was liking it, but I like it a bit more now in person. Especially, seeing those Knight's Customs 3D printed parts he's got ready for this thing too. Oh my gosh. Gonna have to hit up my boy over at Scale Life RC on Instagram to print those for me and make it happen. Check him out for some 3D printed inserts for your vehicle. Nice little plug there for you, Brian. You're welcome. Anyways. IFS2 Utron. Looks real good. Let's go ahead and release this dude. That way we can get a better look into him here. Nice little land there. Hey, all right. Hey. All right. Hey, let's try that one more time. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Just an initial impression. Wow, that front end is so much better. Sorry, Timmy. Sorry. OG IFS1 right here, man. Wow. Oh my gosh, that is a huge improvement already. I haven't even drove it. Yet. Wow. Rear end feels, well, just like your normal shocks do on your solid axle, but wow, is that front end just amazing. Go ahead and get this body clips off of this body here. Alright. Wow. It's a good looking body though. Good looking body. Let's take a little gander at it real quick. You got a nice little 3D printed, I think it's 3D plastic, or no, that's just a Lexan, I think. Let's see here. Oh, no, yeah, you can see. Okay, inside there, yeah, some nice little plastic grill unit with the side markers, the head grill, headlights, and all that stuff in there. You can go ahead and put lights in there and have some working and running lights, which I will be doing eventually. Same with the rear end here. It's got a couple of tail lights. You go ahead and plug in some tail lights there when you would like to, which I will do, like I said, eventually. So a couple screws down there at the bottom, so it looks like the lights may be going in a different fashion than I'm accustomed to. We'll see how all that works out here. But in the front there, they just kind of just like plop in. Plop in, glue them in type deal. Something like that. It's a good looking body. Good looking detail for it being a one piece. Kind of sad about it being like a little one-piece design like that, but hey, you know, it's all good. It is what it is. Would have liked a little bit more detail, but you know they're going to do that later. There's going to be an IFS2 release with probably a super awesome scale body to go along with it, so we'll find out later. And if so, I'll just buy that body and slap it on here. Because, already have this sport chassis. Holy crap, usually this is like a film, not a sticker. Holy smokes. It's like saran wrap. That is a full-on sticker. Holy smokes. Alright. Anyways, like I said, good looking body. Good looking body. Go around with a little heat gun later, make sure all the stickers are sealed and prepped on there nicely. Other than that, solid looking body I think we can use for a little bit. If not, we'll go to the Night Runner body or whatever cool body they might come out with in the future with another IFS2 truck. Because we know something might be on the release on the horizon of release here soon or something. Yeah, we sneak in some cool stuff on us all the time. Alright. Here is your Utron. Let's go ahead and I think take this moment to pause here, bring the camera in a little bit closer, and do some detailed looks for you. But I mean, just look already just how that is. Wow. It's crazy. Crazy how good that is. Rear end react good. Oh yeah. It's a good truck already, I can tell. It's gonna be fun to drive. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm just getting lost in this thing. And I like these plastic links, even though they're kind of like flexible. It seems like a good just material. Yeah, wow. This thing is amazing. Very amazing. Wow, man. This thing is cool. Very cool. The updated axles are nice. Very nice. These new shocks are cool. This front end is radical. Very radical. These control arms look sick. The upper and lowers. Actually, it looks like a real IFS setup now in here. And these things just, buttery smooth shocks. For these being a plastic, fully plastic shock with metal shock shafts, real smooth, just like their regular RTR shocks that you're used to. It's got these nice fender wells in the front here, all that fun stuff. But yeah, give me one moment, guys. We'll go ahead and switch this camera angle around. That way we can kind of get it on the camera or on the table here, get more closer, detailed looks. So stay tuned. Hold on. Don't leave me. We'll be right back. Alright, guys. A little bit closer of a view here for you. It's your Utron 2 without Utron IFS2 without its body. So you can see here with the new Sport Edition that the configuration is a lot different than you're normally used to seeing on your Enduro chassis. Your battery box is now going to be located at the rear of the subframe here, and it will have a little, what am I trying to say here, like bracket in between the rail. And that's going to allow you to put the longer battery tray or something, or mount a battery tray right here if you choose to. Kind of like how it used to be. You can see two holes right here where you can mount it like that, and you know, you can have a different battery mounted layout if you want to, however you want to experiment to get weight distribution and stuff like that. I'll have a fuel cell back here now with their new reinforced, beefier looking shock towers there. You can see all that back there like that. On the back end, you will see that you get a front shock tower. That's usually where the panhard side is. That's mounted back there because it is now IFS2. They went ahead and just mounted that back there too, so that way it doesn't get in the way of the IFS flexing. And if you want to go ahead and mount one of their MagnaFlow exhausts that they make on there, and then you can just mount it on that and have a cool scale MagnaFlow exhaust on your rig. Look at that rear suspension back there. That's these new all-plastic SE shocks that come with bleeder caps on them. It will now have that spring on the bottom down there like that, instead of having your traditional coil-over spring that goes over the whole entire shock body there. This will be a different setup than I'm used to. It'll be actually my first rig that I will own that has this type of shock setup. But yeah, we're gonna run with it, see how it is, try it out, all that cool fun stuff, and see how it all performs. But how I'm seeing right now, it should be good. Looks like they offset it with these little spacers back there. Kicks the shocks out wider a little bit there. It's going to give you a little bit more side hill capabilities and plantation there on the side hills. You can see the transmission with the Stealth XF transmission now. That is a much lower center of gravity chassis layout, and then now places the motor in the front position, giving you more space to do lots of activities inside your chassis here, like putting an interior and all that other good stuff that you would like to do if you are into that more scale aspect of the hobby. So really good looking layout, gives you more weight distribution over the front end with the motor that way. Transmission is now inside of the frame rails, giving you a lower center of gravity in the middle there, now giving the weight lower, keeping your vehicle better planted to the ground for better performance. So that is one extra cool thing here about this XF transmission. It is a completely different layout as if you want to do a conversion to this transmission. You are going to have to get this whole skid right here in the middle, because that is the transmission casing for the bottom half, is this whole skid here. So you're not gonna, it's not gonna be a direct bolt-in, you know, like your other Enduro Stealth X transmission is, where you undo the 4 screws on the bottom and it pops off. That will not be the case with this. This, you are going to have to undo the screws on your frame rails here, pull it apart, pop it out, and then put this XF transmission into your other Enduros if you want to do that setup in your other Enduro chassis that do not have the Stealth XF transmission. So a little bit of work for you if you would like to do so. Not necessarily hard, just a little bit time consuming, because all you really need to do is just take off the 2 screws on one side here, take off the 2 screws on this side here, and then I usually just disassemble one side of all the screws here that are attached to anything frame wise, so that way you can just pull apart one side and not have to worry about doing all these screws like this. So it makes it easier. Just do the 4 screws for the skid, and then just do one side of these screws. Sometimes you don't even have to do them all the way, you just need to back them out halfway enough to be able to pop the frame rail off enough to just pop this out. So you'll see. If you want to do so, it'll be just a little bit of work. And now with their IFS2 setup, it is now being able to use the stock servo position that they normally did on their Enduros with solid axle, as to where the IFS1 It had a completely different layout where the servo was mounted about here and sideways like this, and ran a servo horn with a link that all the way over here. Pretty cool setup how they did it, but obviously there was some room for improvement, and you will now see the improvement, which is much better. They get to retain this, and then allows them to use this same servo bracket here, I'm guessing, or maybe a little bit of a different one because of how these drop brackets are here for the IFS. Can't even talk about it right now. Diff housing or something like that. But yeah, that's, see, there's like that. Looks good. Looks like a little bit of a different plate, so it might be a different plate there, but still the same servo location now, how all that works. You can just see all that clearance now. It's amazing. Like, look at all that. Just flat underneath, all the way across right there. Man, you're just going to be able to clear so many obstacles over here in the trails now. Whereas the first one always just got hung up on like almost everything. And really made you choose your lines, and where you drove carefully, you almost had to just drive over all the rocks so that way you can put the rocks on the tires, because any little pebble down here would just get caught up. So definitely chose your line much differently here, but I can see with this you are just going to have so much more options on how to drive. These new pin seeker tires are amazing at a 4.19 class 1 size. This is a great compound. These foams feel great. I think I'm going to stick with these for a while. I don't think I need to upgrade these tires at all. I think these are good. Stock wheels look cool. Nice plastic, steely looking wheel. Definitely have to get some of those brass hubs to weigh down these wheels just a little bit, and you know, start getting some factory team links back here and other good things like that. Looks like the receiver box got a little bit of an update with the lid there. It's got their design on it and stuff like that there. Looks pretty cool. The underneath here, you can see the new center skid and all that stuff there for the IFS. Looks really good. Looks like it's going to have a lot of good clearance there. A lot of good clearance. See the new suspension setup. Those control arms are really nice looking. It's all going to be good there. All new IFS2, baby. And maybe you can kind of see in there the new setup. The all new has the servo horn here with a drag link right there that will then operate a slide rack in here to cause it to do what it's got to do. But that looks like that's going to work so much better. It's got bushings in there, but yeah, should be really good. This truck's got bushings throughout the thing, so you know you will have to buy a bearing upgrade kit if you'd like to put bearings in it. I have a Fast Eddie's bearings kit, so I'll do that later on down the road. Right now the bushings aren't going to be a big deal for me because I just don't really mind the bushings. It's not that big of a deal for me. With your SC480X ESC over here on the side, it's going to also have this little port here. You can plug in lights or something right there to have some lights, which, like I said, I'm going to put a little light bar on this front bumper here. I got a 2-inch Proline light bar I can slap on here, get some night runs going, because it is extremely hot in Vegas right now. We're touching 120s, and there is no way I'm going outside during the daytime. It's already hot enough at night, but at least you don't have the sun hitting you. But yeah, it is hot outside right now. Definitely not doing any daytime crawling in the near future. That's faux show, but man, I really cannot get over how awesome the suspension's working up front here. These shocks are way awesome for them being an all plastic shock. They just feel real good. Oh yeah, I really like these inner fenders here. I like them a lot. I might just take them off and put them on the Enduro though, who knows. That could be a good idea. Could be a real good idea. Maybe. They look good out here. But yeah. That is your Utron right here. Your Utron with the IFS2. Look at that Utron IFS2. IFS2 Utron. Yep. And then, you know, Reedy 15 turn slot motor. Same one, same ESC here. We'll get that all programmed up. Get that light bar installed up here. Get this thing out on some trails tonight. Take a little video, some photos, all that good stuff. Make it into a cool little video for you guys to watch here and enjoy. I just noticed at the front gets, looks like metal flange ball things, while the back gets those Delron ones. IFS gets the special treatment, huh? Nice. But yes, sir. It's your sport edition. So, everything's plastic. You will have to upgrade a lot of things on here if you want to get it up to your standards of what a normal Enduro is, which has different components. It's got your metal links, got your aluminum body shocks and all that other good stuff and things like that. But this is going to be your best entry point into the RC world right now at $300. This and the Enduro version of it, just the regular sport edition, are going to be your best bang. $300. This one's going to be with the IFS2. The other one's going to be solid axle. And like I keep saying, at $300, that's going to be your best price point, bang for your buck and everything to get into this crawler hobby. By probably one of the best RC companies on the planet here that I love to support, which would be the Team Associated brand, along with their umbrella that they cover right here is the Element RC division, which they make all their crawlers and trail trucks. Team Associated does all their race trucks and other cool bashers and stuff like that, and other great driving chassis. But the Element RC division, it will just be strictly crawlers and trail trucks, and you cannot go wrong with it because that is a great brand. So you always know good quality and development will go into everything that they do here. Everything will be thought out and just well engineered. So, recommendations, you always need them. T-Dog's here for you. Element RC is the brand to check out and products to go for when it comes to the crawler world. They make some of the best and coolest stuff in this division here. So check them out for sure. But yeah, get a look at those nice pin seeker tires. Yeah, new side rails, new bumpers. Just a well-balanced chassis already. This is going to be real fun to drive tonight. Real fun. And, oh yeah, before I forget, this is a 12.8 inch wheelbase chassis instead of a 12.3. So, you will be kind of limited on body choices, which is okay because, like I said, this stock body here is pretty good looking. It's a pretty good looking body already. Some people will not like it. Some people like me will. And I'll rock it for a little bit just to see how cool it is for a while. Yeah, alright, yeah, so yeah. We'll give her a drive tonight. We'll get you guys a video here shortly. Hopefully I can get you a video tonight, tomorrow. It doesn't even matter how I say it in this video because it's going to be later on anyways. When you're watching it, you're going to be like, why is he telling us this when we're already watching the video anyways? Well, I'm just going to say it. We're just going to say it anyway just because I'm talking already. But yeah, thank you for watching this portion of the unboxing of your Utron IFS2 trail truck from Element RC, part of the Enduro lineup. Be sure to stay tuned. There will be some driving and my final thoughts of it after its first run on the trail. So yeah, stay tuned, guys, and we'll see you in a little bit. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the last part of the Element RC Utron with IFS2 review. So, we did the unboxing here with you, gave you my rundown and initial thoughts of it out of the box. You got to check it out in action, and now you're going to get my actual thoughts of getting some trail time with it, some drive time with it. Got a couple runs down with it now. Did a nice little night run. Did some video with it, but just maybe really just didn't kind of feel like including the night footage. Maybe I will just for fun. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Still thinking about it as I'm doing this portion here of the video. Just because the night stuff doesn't really show up too well with just the light for the camera there. Wish I had like a cool, sweet Hollywood camera to get some night run stuff with, make everything look cooler and all that other stuff. Maybe we'll get that done in the future here, you know. Money is always the issue to everything in life, but that's alright, you know, we make do with what we've got, and I try and make the best out of just using my phone and utilizing my phone to its maximum potential. So, sorry about all that. Just going off on a ramble there, but yeah, almost maybe just kind of forget what we were going down here with anyways, but yeah. We'll go ahead and talk about my drive experience now. The next portion of the driving that you get to see in the video was me up in Mount Charleston, or nice little place I call, or they call, not I call, it's actually called Deer Creek Picnic Site. If you're ever in Vegas during the summertime, go check that out. Great place to go crawl during the daytime. Usually averages about mid-80s at the highest during the summertime. Nice, cool, cold water running off the mountain there. Nice little creek that you get to play in that you saw the truck playing in. So you can cool off in there and hang out by the water in the nice shade cover of the trees that run along that whole trail. So you're not really exposed to the sunlight too much, which is nice. And yeah, it's just a nice little forest. It's got tables and all that other stuff to, you know, have picnics and cookouts and stuff like that. Just bring your own propane grill. No charcoal or wood fire grills or anything like that up in the forest, please. And thank you. We don't need our forest burning down again. People go up there and just start fires with these, you know, forest fires and, you know, with their campfires and all that other stuff. Don't put them out. Not paying attention, and Mount Charleston caught on fire a few years ago. Not cool, but you know, it's all back and open to the public again. So yes, please be careful when going out there and doing that type of stuff. But yeah, cool place to go check out during the summertime. All of Mount Charleston has a bunch of different cool trails up there to utilize, check out, campsites, all that other stuff. So yeah, if you're out here during the summertime, check that place out instead of some of our hotter 120-degree crawling spots. Alright, let's really get into the rundown here. So we'll go ahead and start off with what makes this truck more unique now. The IFS2 here. The IFS2 is greatly and vastly improved over the IFS1. The way the suspension works now is more true to an actual IFS truck in real life than saying this is a long travel suspension kit. You know, named by Camberg now, you can totally tell how much better it actually does work like a real IFS long travel kit for your front end. It's not, I wouldn't say full on long travel, but maybe a good mid travel kit in real life aspects, but either way it works just like it should or as it should in a scale aspect, just like it does in real life. The suspension just works so well, just driving, hitting just little bumpy, gravelly roads and just driving on the dirt. It soaks it up so much more better than the IFS1 did. Just looks a lot more scale when driving. Instead of it kind of like bouncing, you can see the shocks doing a lot more work now compared to like a lot of like pogo stick style driving. So the suspension reaction is just much more improved on how it drives. The steering is substantially better. It is just light years ahead, different from the IFS1. It will now have an ease of steering just like your solid axle trucks do on the Elements. It's not going to be fighting or binding anymore on certain situations or anything. It turns effortlessly no matter what now. So that is just a much better improvement there on that steering rack. Actually we'll just kind of like maybe pop that body off. And I know the camera's a little further away, we can't get too much of a detailed look, but man, that new steering rack system that they've done up here is just phenomenal. It is a phenomenal job. So the servo's right here. The servo horn pokes out just like it normally does on the solid axle. It's got a little drag link right here that now goes onto that slide rack and just pivots like this. Something you see more like kind of like on the drift cars or like touring cars and stuff like that. So it works so much better. You will need to worry about maintaining that, because I did notice after driving in the water and everything and steering and using it that there was like some grease residue kind of like packed out a little bit. So it looks like you may need to service that, grease it in there, because there are some bushings that slide in there. So definitely look into maintaining that, so that way your steering operates smoothly at all times, just like it does currently. But yeah, a lot of revisions up there, new steering knuckles, new IFS box and all that stuff. So if you do have like the older parts from the IFS1, like the SSD gearbox and everything like I do on the IFS1, none of that will be compatible with this. You will have to wait until SSD or Samix or anyone else starts making aftermarket components for the IFS2 now. So that'll kind of leave me at a stopping point for too much performance right now, because I will have to wait maybe for like some brass steering knuckles up here before I put the rear axle weights on and other things like that, because I do want it weighted a little bit for a trail truck, because like my trail truck's a little weighted because they will be a little more top heavy with all the scale accessories up there. So just have to wait, be a little waiting game, no big deal. Always cool to see new stuff coming out, and then new products coming out for the new stuff that comes out. So definitely be interesting to see what people make for this and recreate and other things like that. But yes, that is my thoughts on the IFS2. Much better improvement, way better improvement. You're gonna love this so much, the IFS2. But we'll move on now to my rundown of the Pin Seeker tires here. These ones are a smaller size than the other ones that came with the SE Enduro. These are a 4.19, and they are phenomenal. They are a class 1 tire size compared to the class 2 of a 4.7 size they were. So tiny tires for the IFS because of just the style of how they do that. They are great tires. Oh my gosh, they are nice and soft. You can just feel them right out of the box. Feel a lot different than their general grabber tires do that they typically put on here. Just a good squishy, soft compound. The foams in here feel like the Proline memory foams do. And there's tires that they put those in. Just really good. Man, these things were just grabbing all types of traction. I can't wait to see how much better they get when they break in more. Like I said, I've only got 2 runs on them, and they just kind of grabbed everything. All the loose stuff out there in the forest just digs right through because of the nice big lugs on them and everything like that. And then when it came to the rocks, they're nice and sticky and just conforming, so they just grabbed the rocks pretty well, climbed up and over, and did its thing. So yeah, I am really liking these Pin Seeker tires. I might just put the Pin Seeker tires on all my trucks now for the Element rigs, because I like keeping them more stock plus, you could say, like a stock plus, kind of just keeping it element and factory team associated brand based is possible, along with just some extra goodies that I like to run, like electronics wise. Like I like to do the Fusion Pro and Protec servos and Spectrum receiver, which Spectrum receiver is already in here because I've got the rugged, so everything just goes right up to that rugged. Actually, I think I've only got like 1 or 2 more slots left on there, but that's okay because it's got all my favorite trucks on there. So yes, these pin sticker tires are kick butt. I like the way these wheels look. Nice little old school steely look. Need to put the hubcap stickers on there that came with it on the body. I haven't done any of the stickers on except for just the bed rail stuff right there because I'm just waiting until thoughts and ideas pop into my head by staring at the body and thinking about what I want to do there. So yeah, pin seeker tires, amazing. IFS2, amazing. We will now go on to the performance of having the bushings on the truck and how that affects your battery life. So like I stated earlier in the review video, this whole truck has bushings in it and no bearings. Alright, so what the bushings are, they are oil light bushing, and they are a self-oil lubricating type, like bushing type deal, where they're very well oiled. They keep lubricated very well. Every once in a while you may need to clean them and just oil them and lubricate them like that and slap them back in, but what that does, it just helps for ease of maintenance and stuff like that if you play in like really just messy areas, kind of like I do sometimes during the summertime where I'm in the forest and you're just getting a lot of just different types of dirt and gravel and water and mud and everything else all up in it. And that'll just really help with the ease of maintenance. You don't got to worry about your bearings getting destroyed, which I know. Your bearing, with all the rubber sealed bearings and everything out now, like it's not even an issue, but this is just another option, just explaining things, so don't kill me over me saying that bearings are not bad. I have the bearings in both of these trucks, and these things playing the same elements that this just did, and I've had no bearing issues. All my bearings have still been fine after years of running them. So, just saying, this is what they've done in their thought process and what the idea of bushings are. So, you can choose to run the bushings or bearings if you want to buy a bearing kit and swap all the bearings in. Do note that you will need a couple of extra bigger bearings for these pinion input areas and stuff like that, because if you just buy the older Enduro bearing kit, it will have some smaller bearings here and you will be short a couple bearings. You buy the old school bearing kit, buy 2 packs, and then you'll have a bunch of extra bearings after, and then you can solve that problem with the pinion areas there, because there are bearings that are the same size you can use in different points and stuff like that. You'll see. So you can do that. But what these bushings do also is they are not as smooth as a ball bearing kit would be on here. So I did notice that the battery life is a little affected by the bushings compared to bearings. The same battery that I run on the stock setups, the Genzace 2S 4200 milliamp battery that I have, that I run on all my Enduros when they're stock with this Dean's plug here on the SC480X ESC. I usually get some pretty good runtime out of those ones that have the bearings in them. This one here with the bushings, I did notice that it affected the battery life by I'd say about an hour difference. Usually when I come home and slap the battery on the charger for its storage charge, it's usually about 7.9 volt margin area. When I slap it on after use, this time after using it in this truck, it was already just under the LiPo storage area, so I had to charge up just a little bit, which means it did use a little bit more life and things like that. And I ran it about the same time that I normally do for all the other trucks, which means it probably would have cut about an hour out of my day if I ran the battery to its fullest potential of lifespan and stuff there. So just letting you know that portion there. Tidbit of information I did notice. Alright. But yeah, that'll be that for how the bushings do. The bushings, like I said, I'm nothing bad against them. I'm probably not going to change it for a while still, but just know that it will kind of have a little bit of effect to your battery life and the smoothness of the drivability. So if you want to make all that better, just get a bearing kit and you'll be fine. And then last but not least, we'll move on to these new shocks that they are running on here. These competition, more like pen spring mod style shock that people are doing, where the spring is now at the bottom of the shock body and goes down to its normal mounting point down there at the end of the shaft. Runs great. You know, these are plastic shock bodies and everything, full plastic shock. And the performance is actually not bad on them. They're still really pretty smooth. They operate really well. You know, I don't have really any complaints on them just by seeing how they work. I am going to be buying the factory team shocks with the bronze, you know, coating and stuff on them and stuff like that, because I do like that style of a shock a little bit better than these. You know, I can set the preload and everything else like this. This, you really can't set the preload because there's nothing to adjust. It's just kind of like that. You'd have to adjust it by different spring rates and stuff like that is how you would have to get different ride height adjustability out of this type of a setup. So just my preference, but these shocks are amazing, great shocks. They work really well. So not one thing you have to like go to right away to replace on, you know. Everything on here, yes, it is more budget friendly oriented, but it's not saying that it sacrificed in performance. Yeah, they may have like cut corners here and there to make things cheaper for you to get into the hobby, like these nice plastic links down here, the plastic shocks, and the different style bumpers with you know, you won't be able to take the fair leads off and put the aftermarket fair leads from factory team on there anymore, stuff like that, but and things like that. But what it does, you know, is it cuts the cost a lot for them. You now can get an RTR for $300. I mean, I can't really think of any other good quality RTRs that you're getting for $300. The Base Camp and the TRX4 Sport are upwards of $350 to about $380 in that range. So this is $300, and it is a much better performer out of the box. It's very durable. My friend has the Enduro SE, and he's not nice to his trucks. And that thing takes a beating, and it just keeps going. So the toughness is there for these. Recommendation is this if you need to get into the hobby, right here. If you're searching through YouTube and you found me, this is your answer. Element RC Enduro SE lineup. $300 RTR. You can now get IFS or solid axle options to get you back into the hobby and having some fun. If you've been gone for a while, welcome to your new life. And then, you know, we'll just talk about this cool body. I really enjoy it. It's a good looking body. We may keep her around. We might just have to get all that Night Custom stuff printed there. Slap it on here, get it all detailed up, make it look really good. We'll have the mirrors, the lights, the snorkel, little bed cage thing back here, and all that other good stuff to look forward to slapping on here. Then hopefully the dudes over at SOR come out with a radical sticker kit for this, maybe some clear windows and things like that we can get on here and make it really cool, because I just like what they come up with. It's always good to see what those guys come up with and acquire it for your vehicles. Alright guys, I think that'll sum up the Utron review here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you out there enjoying your Utrons as well on Instagram. And we'll see you at Proline by the Fire as well this year, guys. I'll bring the whole family with me this year. We'll bring this. We'll bring Tiny Timmy. We'll bring YG400. We'll bring the Bushido. Wherever the Bushido. Oh, you're over there, buddy. Yeah, you're down there chilling. All right. We'll bring the Bushido too. We'll even bring the little dude over here, the Element 24 and the CR28 Team Associated truck, just to bring the whole Team Associated family to Proline by the Fire with me this year. Because why not? Go talk to the Proline guys. Go talk to the Associated guys and the Element guys. We'll have the trailer out there. We can, trailer around some cool stuff back there, just showing off all the cool Element stuff. And yeah, we'll see you guys. Enjoy the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and all that other good stuff, as they say. And we'll see you on the next video, guys.